So some say, if you're lucky, you can see the ghost of a soldier. Probably more around the anniversary. What did they do with the dead in medieval battles? Would they have taken them away or just...
No, I think there's no economic advantage or even social advantage in taking them away. So I think they would all have been buried in situ, but in large pits, obviously. They wouldn't have given them individual graves.
So there's probably a pit somewhere here with hundreds of dead, thousands of dead. Hi, my name is Shar and this is the And Other Stories podcast, where I tell stories of the supernatural and criminal, both real and fictional. We post on Tuesdays and Fridays, and if that's something you're interested in, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. On our adventures this week, we went to the site of the Battle of Bannockburn in Stirling, Scotland, with the excitable Springers. That's right, Willow is back and she brought her brother Fergus. They zoomed, sniffed and played on the fantastic stretch of greenery which was the site of the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314. It was fought on the days of the 23rd and the 24th of June between Robert the Bruce, King of Scots, and King Edward II of England during the First War of Scottish Independence. It was a spectacular victory for Robert Bruce in Scotland, forming a major turning point in the war, which ended 14 years later with the restoration of independence and recognition of Robert the Bruce's title of king in the Treaty of Edinburgh-Northampton. We wandered the grounds reading all the fantastic information that is scattered throughout, telling us exactly where Robert's camp was, where historically significant events occurred, and why and how the Scots achieved such an overwhelming victory, with 11,000 losses on the English side and only a few hundred on the Scots. Perhaps then 'tis no surprise that we had heard of rumours of sightings of ghostly soldiers and reenactments of the battle. But we must have timed our trip badly, as we had no such luck as we explored. Maybe we should come back on the anniversary. We walked past the monument dedicated to the battle and to the fallen, and toward the statue of Robert the Bruce himself, holding his famous battle axe which he used in a successful duel which went down in history. On the very first day of battle, the Bruce detached himself from his army and charged at the English knight Sir Henry de Bohun, clefting his helmet and head open with one blow. We discussed as we went the fact that thousands must be buried in mass grave pits under the very ground we walked on, before the now tired doggies led us back to the car for a well-earned rest. Thank you for listening. I hope you liked it. My name is Shar and this is the And Other Stories podcast. See you next time.